Hello everyone. Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Nilam Dalvi. I am a teacher of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Municipal English School, which is in Worli. Yesterday, we have learned some new concepts in mathematics. So, before starting today's session, I would like to make you all revise what we have learned in the last session. So, children, I am sharing the screen. Just be patient and observe the screen carefully. Just give me a second. I will be sharing the screen so that we can revise what we have learned in the last session, that is yesterday. See, I am sharing the screen, huh, children? So, welcome to the online learning session of mathematics. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
So, children, yesterday we have seen some new concepts in mathematics. So, the first concept that we have learned was area of concept. The first concept that we have learned in last session was area. So, children, among yourself, can anyone tell me what is an area? Yes, Isha. Yes, Isha, you can say. What is an area? Hello, Isha? Okay, I will
Hello.
tell you. Hello.
Hello, Miss.
Hi, Isha. You can say. What's an area is?
Area is a extent of two-dimensional figure.
Yes, it is an extension of two-dimensional figure. That means it's a space. Okay. So the amount of space inside the boundary of a particular region is known to be the area. See, on the right side of the screen, you can see an example. It's an example of a field which is bounded by the fences. So the space which is inside the boundary of the field, boundary of the fence, that space, that brown region is known to be the area. So after the concept of area, we have also seen some formulas to calculate the area. So the formula that we have learned yesterday was the formula used for finding out the area of the square. Can anyone tell me what is the area of square? How we can find out the area of square?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Miss. The area of square is side into side or side square.
Yes, very correct. The formula that is used to find out the area of square is side times side. That means side multiply by side. We can also say it is side square. And the other formula that we have seen, see, you on the screen you can see the formula that is used to find out the square. The area of the square is side square. So other formula that we have learned yesterday was the formula used for finding out the area of a rectangle. So other than Isha, can anyone else tell me what is the formula which is used for finding out the area of rectangle? Yes, you can answer.
Miss,
Tell.
length into breadth.
Yes, length into breadth. Yes, Shivansh, very correct, beta. The answer is length into breadth. So the formula used for finding out the area of rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. Here we have used the abbreviation of length and breadth, that is L and B. Okay. So these were the formulas that we have learned in the last session. So today children, we are going to learn a new concept, area of triangle. In today's topic, perimeter and area. So today we are going to learn about area of triangle. Yesterday we have learned area of square and rectangle. And today we will be learning area of triangle. So in today's topic, we are going to learn about the formulas used for finding out the area of different types of triangles. The formulas used for different types of triangles. And after that, we will be learning how to solve the word problems which are based on area. So, on the screen, you can see a figure. Can anyone tell me what is this figure? Ha, Ankita? Ha, Ankita, you can say, what is this figure?
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
Yes. Kushi, you are also correct. Kushi has replied, Isha has also replied, yes, it is a rectangle. So it's a figure of rectangle. See, the length is given, the breadth is given. So the length is 4 centimeter, the breadth is 3 centimeter. Okay. So what will be the area, children? What will be the area when the length is 4 and the breadth
7
is
centimeter. Sorry, 12 centimeter.
12 centimeter? Okay, the answer is correct, but we have to find out the area. So yesterday we have learned what is the unit which is used for measuring area. You told centimeter. Okay, so what is the unit which is used
12
for
square
area?
centimeter. 12
Yes,
square
very
centimeter.
correct. Yes, very correct. 12 centimeter square or 12 square
Square.
centimeter. Yes, we should not forget to put the unit, to write the correct unit for area. And the correct unit for the measurement of area is square. Okay, so the answer is 12 centimeter square. And the formula used for finding out the area of rectangle is length into width. So the answer is 12 centimeter square or 12 square centimeter. Okay. So children, this is a rectangle, and if the area we have seen that the area was 12 square centimeter. Just now we have seen it. But when we divide this rectangle diagonally in two equal parts by drawing a line which cuts it into two equal parts, then it will get divided into two parts which are equal to each other. See on the screen you can see it was rectangle, and when we draw a line and when we cut it, it comes to two equal parts. Now which figure this has formed? Earlier it was rectangle. Now we have cut it. Now which figure it is? Can you name the figure? Yes, Isha, it's triangle. Very correct, beta. Yes, Khushi. Very nice. So it is a triangle.
Triangle.
Now, yes, it is a triangle. Yes,
Yes.
Priyank. Correct answer. Kirti, Bhavish, yes. The answer is correct. Very good, children. So we got two triangles of one rectangle, and these two triangles are equal to each other. That means we have cut the rectangle into two equal parts. That means these two parts are half of each other. Okay, these two parts are half of each other. So children, we have seen that the area is 12 centimeter. The whole area of the rectangle is 12 square centimeter. So can anyone tell me what is the half of 12 square centimeter?
6.
Yes, very right. The answer is very correct. 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 square centimeter. So the half of 12 is 6.
6 square
That
centimeter.
means
6
Six
square
that
centimeters.
means
centimeter.
yes, correct. That means the area of half part of rectangle, that is triangle. Okay, listen carefully. Half part of rectangle, that is triangle, is 6 square centimeter. So both the triangles will be 6 square centimeter. That means the area of both the triangles, will be 6 square centimeter, which is half of 12 square centimeter. Okay. See children, just now we have seen the area of rectangle was 12 square centimeter, and as we have divided into two equal parts, so the area has become 6 square centimeter of each triangle. Okay, now let us see what will be the formula for calculating the area of triangle. See, the area of rectangle, the formula we have seen was length times width. Okay, it was the formula for the whole rectangle. But now we are finding out the formula for triangle, which we have seen it is half of rectangle. Okay. So the area of triangle is half times of length and width. Okay. From the last example we have seen, the area of the rectangle was 12 square centimeter. And when we divided it into two equal parts, the area of each portion become 6 square centimeter. See on the screen, you can see the figure, which is colored in red portion. Okay. So that is half part of triangle. And the half part has become 6 square centimeter. Okay. So from the original formula, area equals length times width, we get the formula of area of triangle, which is half times of length and width. I hope everybody is understanding what I am telling, how we derive the formula of triangle. Okay, I will repeat it one more time. Just concentrate and listen carefully. Area of triangle is equal to half times of length and width. Okay, but children, length and width, these concepts are used for square or rectangle, but we are talking about triangle. So the dimensions of triangle are different. See on the screen, you can see it is a right angled triangle. Right angled triangle means what? The measure of the triangle is 90 degree, which we have learnt in previous standard. In the previous grade, we have learnt the different types of triangles. Okay, so this is a right angled triangle whose measure is 90 degree. Okay, so just now we have seen area equals half times of length and breadth. That means length and width. Okay, so but the triangle, the dimensions of the triangles are different than the dimensions of rectangle and square. The dimensions means sides. The sides of triangle are different from the sides of rectangle. Okay, so the area of triangle will become, see, one is base and one is height. And in rectangle, we have considered it as length and breadth. But in triangle, the dimensions are base and height. So there will be little change in the formula that we have seen. So the formula of a right angled triangle will be half times of base and height. That means half multiply by base multiply by height, as the two dimensions are base and height. Observe the screen carefully and look at the formula. Okay, area of right angled triangle equals half times base and height. Okay, in the in the left hand side figure you can see base and height, the two dimensions of right angled triangle. Okay, so now, see, you can see a right angled triangle. It is having two dimensions, base and height. If we name it, if we give this measurements to it, if one side, if the measurement of one side is A and the measurement of another side is B, then how we will write the formula? Let us see. Okay, so the area of right angled triangle equals half times A and B, because the formula that we got just now was half times of base and height. If we give the measurement to the same right angled triangle, so the formula will become half times of A and B. Okay, so from this what we can make out? From this formula, what we can make out? That the area of right angle triangle is the product of the sides of the right angled triangle. Okay. So the formula of right angle triangle equals half times of product of the sides which are forming the right angle triangle. Okay. So this is the formula which we got from the basic formula of area of rectangle or square. Okay, children, I hope you are understanding how we derive the formula of area of right angled triangle, which is half times of product of sides forming the right angle triangle. Thanks, Kasturi, for replying in chat. Okay, now let us see the next part. See, on the screen you can see a right angled triangle which is having base and height. From that we can make out the formula half into base into height. But there are different types of triangles, children. Okay, see, right angle triangle, the measure of the right angle triangle is 90 degree. But there are more different types of triangles. Okay, the next we can see is acute angled triangle. Acute angle triangle. Who will tell me what is the meaning of acute angle triangle? Can anyone tell me what is the measure of all the angles of the acute angle triangle? Yes, Aditi. Yes, Aditi, you can say.
Less than 90 degree.
Yes, the measure of the angles are less than 90 degree. Yes, the measure of each angle of acute angle triangle is 90 degree. And of right angle triangle is 90 degree. Okay, very good. See, on the screen you can see another right angled triangle. So what is the name of the angle triangle which is given in blue color? Which
Obtuse angle triangle.
Yes, it is obtuse angled triangle. And what is the measure of it? What is the measure of each angle of the obtuse angle triangle?
More than 90 degree.
Yes, more than 90 degree. Very correct. More than 90 degree. And one of the student replied in chat also that it is less than 180 degree. Yes, very correct. It is more than 90 degree and it is called as obtuse angle. See, children, in the right angle triangle, we have make out what is the base and what is the height, so that we can substitute the values in the formula and we can find out the area. But in these two types of triangle, how we can find out and how we will come to know that which is the base and which is the height? That first we have to find out, and then only we will be able to find out the area of the respective triangle. Okay, so let us see how to find out which is the base and which is the height of the given triangle. Okay, so see, now this is the triangle. Now how we will find out that which is the base and which is the height in this? See, there are three dimensions you can see, three sides you can see. Okay, it is a triangle, but we don't know what is the base and what is the height in this. So how we can find out? So for finding out it base, first we will find out the base. You can consider any of the side as base. There are three sides of this triangle. You can consider any of the three sides as base. And you can place this triangle on the platform or on the flat surface such that the base touches to the flat surface. See, here you can see. We can place it on the ground such that the base touches to the flat surface, that is the ground, and that side we can consider as base. Now one thing is remaining. Which thing is remaining? What we have to find out the area? See, one thing we got the base, and which is the another thing that we require for finding out the area of triangle? Can anyone tell me what is the other part of the triangle that we have to find out?
Height.
Yes, we need to find out the height. So by yes, very correct. We have to find out the height, and then only we can find out the area of this particular triangle. Okay. Now let us see how to find out the height of this particular triangle. See children, you can see the peak point, that is the vertex. That is the vertex of this triangle, which is away from the floor, away from the ground or flat surface. And that peak point is known as the height. See, you can see a line which is drawn from the vertex, which is away from the ground. Okay, and we have drawn a perpendicular line from that, which divides this triangle into two equal parts and make it a 90-degree. Okay, and so as it makes this this triangle into 90-degree, and so it is also known as perpendicular bisector or perpendicular line, which is drawn from the vertex to the another side of the triangle. Okay, so this is the height, as it is touches the vertex which is away from the ground, and this vertex point is known as the line that is drawn from the vertex and touches to the opposite side of the triangle. That line is called as to be the height of the triangle. Okay, now we got the both the things we got the base also and height also. And now whatever values are given, we can substitute the values and we can find out the area of the given triangle. Okay children, I hope everybody has understood how to find out the base and height. Okay, see on the screen you can see three types of triangle. In figure 1, there is acute angled triangle. Base we can find out. Base are clearly visible to us as the side which has placed to the ground, the side which is placed on the flat surface. That side is called to be the base. In the first triangle, the triangle is STU, where TU is the base. Okay. Now, one thing is remaining, we have to find out the height. But of acute angle triangle, just now we have seen how to find out the height. And right angle triangle also we know what is the base and height, because in the previous example we have seen it. See the example number 3, the third triangle. The name of the triangle is triangle PRA. The base is given. The base is AR. Why it is the base? Because that side is touching to the floor. That side is on the flat surface. So that is known as to be the base. Now let us see the height of all the three triangles. Okay. See the line which is passes from the vertex and touching to the flat surface. That is the line, and that line is known as to be the perpendicular line which is drawn from the vertex which is away from the floor. That line is called to be the height of this acute angled triangle. One thing more you can note down is that the height of the acute triangle is inside the triangle. Okay. H is used for denoting the height. Okay. In the second triangle, that is right angle triangle, NMO, NM is the height which is on the side of the triangle. See, in acute angle triangle, the height is inside the triangle, and in right angle triangle, the height is on the side of the triangle. Okay. See in the third triangle children, you can see the height is outside the triangle. The height is outside the triangle, as that is the vertex which is the tallest point, and the line drawn perpendicular to it which is touching to the floor. That line is considered to be as the height of that particular triangle. So children, in all the three triangles, the height are different. Okay. So in acute angle triangle, the height is inside the triangle. And in right angle triangle, the height is one of the sides of the same triangle. And in the third triangle, that is obtuse angle triangle, the height is outside. The height is outside the obtuse angle triangle. Okay. And H is the letter which is used for denoting the height. Now let us see some examples to find out the area of right angle triangle or area of triangle. Okay. See, the question is on the screen, children. Pay attention, listen the question carefully, and try to understand what is given in the question and what we are supposed to find out. Okay. So see the first question. Listen carefully, children. If the sides, if the sides that form the right angle of a triangle, if the sides that form the right angle of a triangle are 3.5 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter long, find the area of the triangle. So can anyone tell me what is the formula of right angle triangle that we have learned just now? We have learned two formulas of finding out the area of right angle triangle. Can anyone tell me what is the formula that we have learned just now?
Hello, Miss.
Yes,
The formula of right angle triangle is half into base into height.
yes, very correct, very right. The formula that we have learned is half into base into height. And the other formula that we have learned, can you tell me what was the another formula that we have learned?
Half into product of sides forming the right angle.
Yes, very nice. Excellent. Half multiply by or half times of the product of the sides that forms the right angle triangle. See, children, in the question, base and height is not mentioned. Base and height is not mentioned. That means these are the two sides of the right angle triangle. They are same, base and height. You can consider it as base and height also. But in the question, specifically it is not mentioned that it is base and it is height. So we will take it as the two sides of the right angle triangle. Okay. So first we will write what is given in the question. What is given in the question? Sides are given. Okay. So the formula of right angle triangle is half times product of the sides forming the right angle. Okay. Now which are the two sides? The two sides are 3.5 centimeter and another side is 4.2 centimeter. Okay. So we will put these values in the formula and we will find out the area. Okay. See, half into half times of 3.5 and 4.2. Decimal point is given. So don't forget to put the decimal point. Okay. So half times of 3.5 and 4.2. See, children, when such type of sums are there, you can do multiplication and later you can do the division also. And this is the another way that I will show you how to carry out this kind of sums. Okay. So first you have to see upon in the sense division. We can do the division. 2 ones are and 2.1s are 4.2. Okay. 2 ones are and 2.1s are 4.2. And now whatever is remaining, we can do the multiplication of the remaining numbers which are over there. Okay. So 3.5 times of 2.1. Now we will multiply these two numbers and we will get the answer. Okay. Can anyone multiply this? I will give you 2 minutes for multiplication.
Sixty-three point five.
It is 7.35.
73.5.
7.35. See,
Okay.
what you told 73.5. Just clear that out. Okay. See, 3.5 times of 2.1. After two numbers, the decimal point is there. After 5 and after 1. That means two numbers are there. After two numbers, decimal point is there. So, when we are giving the decimal points, we are giving the decimal points from right hand side. So, whatever answer we got after doing the multiplication, we will give the decimal point from right hand side after leaving two numbers. Okay. So we will leave 5 and 3 and then we will put the decimal point. And as we have find out area, so we will write the unit square centimeter. Okay. So the area of the triangle with the side 3.5 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter is 7.35 square centimeter. Okay. Let us move to the next example, children. See, the next example is on the screen. Listen carefully. The next question. If the base of the triangle is 5.6 centimeter and height is 4.5 centimeter, what is its area? Now see, children, in the first sum, the sides were given, but in the second sum, it is clearly stated that base is there and height is there. So we can opt for the formula that we have learned. Okay. Now tell me which formula you will use now as base and height is given.
Half into
Hmm?
product of side forming the right angle.
That answer is also correct. That answer is also right. But here, base and height are specifically given. Base is also given and height is also given. In the
Yes.
in the first sum, base and height was not given. So we have taken that formula, half times of product of the sides. Okay. But in the second question, base and height is given. So which formula we will use? We have learned two formulas. Okay. Which is the another formula that we have learned?
Half into
Yes.
base into height.
Yes, very good. Half times of base and height. So the next formula we will use base into height. And why we will use this formula? Because in the question it is specifically given. Base and height are given in the question. So we will use the second formula. Okay.
Miss, I got it the answer.
Very good. Very good. Area of triangle equals half times of base and height. Okay. Let others understand the sum. Okay. Then I will ask you the answer. Half times of 5.6 and 4.5. So we will carry out the division. See in the table of 2, as 4.5 is having at unit place 5. So it is not divisible by that. But 5.6 6 is at the units place. So it is going to be get divided by 2. So we will divide 5.6 by 2. So we will get 2.4. Now we will multiply the remaining numbers. Okay. So the remaining numbers are 2.5 and 4.5. And the answer is 12.6. Okay. 12.6 square centimeter. So the area of triangle is 12.6 square centimeter. I hope everybody is getting how we are solving the sums and how we are getting the answers.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. Let us see the sums which are given in the next practice set. So today we will be solving the sums of practice set 46. Okay. So let us read the first question and try to understand what is given in the question and what we have to find out. See the first question. I am reading, children. Carefully listen. Okay. A page of a calendar. A page of a calendar is 45 centimeter long and 26 centimeter wide. What is its area? So what is given in the question? In the question, a page of a calendar is mentioned. Can you tell me what is the shape of a page of a calendar? Can anyone tell me what is the shape of a page of a calendar?
Rectangular.
Yes, the shape of the page of a calendar is rectangular. Okay.
So we have to divide.
See, on the screen you can see. Can you see the page of a rectangle on the screen? Calendar on the screen?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So the page of the calendar is there on the screen, which is rectangular in shape, and the length is also given and width is also given. Long means the length and wide in the sense the width of the calendar. And when we got these two things, two numbers, all the details in the question, then it is very easy for us to find out the area. See, length and width is mentioned. So area of the page, area of the rectangle, area of the rectangle is equal to 45 times 26. So the answer after multiplication we will get 1170 square centimeter. Okay. So let us move to the next question. See, the next question is on the screen, children. What is the area of a triangle with base 4.8 centimeter and height 3.6 centimeter? See, first we have to read the question carefully and try to understand what is given in the question and what we are supposed to find out. So in the second question, what is the area of a triangle? And what is which figure it is? It is a figure of a triangle. It is the figure of a triangle. And what other details are given about triangle? Base is given and height is given. Okay. So the base is 4.8 centimeter and the height is 3.6 centimeter. Okay. See, on the screen you can see it is a triangle and the whose base is 4.8 centimeter and its height is 3.6 centimeter. Okay. And we have to find out the area of that triangle. See, base is given, height is given, and we have to find out the area. So, can you tell me what is the formula of area of triangle when base and height is given? Yes, you can say.
Hello, miss.
Half into
Area of
base into height.
half into base into height.
Yes,
Miss,
very good.
I also find the answer.
So you
I
found the
can
answer.
also find that answer.
Okay, very good, very good. So area of triangle equals half times of breadth and height, base and height. Half times of base and height is the formula of area of triangle. And by substituting the values which are given in the question, we can find out the area of triangle. So half times of 4.8 and 3.6. Half times of 4.8 and 3.6. So we will divide 4.8 by 2. So we will get 2.4. So we will multiply the numbers. Okay. So it will be 2.4 and 3.6. So the answer that we got is 8.64. So is the answer correct? 8.64 without the unit? No, we have to write down the unit. As it is area, we will write square centimeter. Therefore, the answer is the area of a rectangle is 8.664 square centimeter. Okay. Let us see another example. Let us see the next question which is given in the practice set. What is the value of a rectangular plot of land 75.5 meter? What is the value of a rectangular plot of land 75.5 meter long and 30.5 meter broad at the rate of rupees 1000 per square meter? See children, we have to understand the question what is given. What is the value of a rectangular plot? A plot is there which is in rectangular shape and the length is given and breadth is given and we have to find out the rate. Okay. So for finding out the rate of the total area, first we have to find out the area of the given thing. Okay. So you can see a rectangular plot is there, its length is given and its breadth is given. Okay. And the total value is 1000. So the area of rectangular plot equals length multiplied by breadth. Length times breadth. So area of the rectangular plot equals length into breadth. Okay. Now we will put the values which are given in the question. So the length is 75.5 meter and breadth is 30.5 meter. Okay. So by putting these values in length and breadth, we get the answer 2302.75 square meter. That means 2302.75 square meter. So this is the total area of the rectangular plot. Okay. But in question, children, we have not asked about the area. What is asked in the question? In the question, it is asked us to find out the value, the cost or the amount that we have to give for purchasing the rectangular plot. Okay. So we have to find out the cost value of the rectangular plot. See children, we know as in earlier standard we have solved the sums of these also. When we have to find out the cost of any given thing, we are multiplying the number of things by the cost of one. Okay. In the same manner, we can find out the cost of this rectangular area or rectangular plot whose area is 2302.75 square meter, where rupees 1000 is the cost of 1 square meter. Okay. So value of plot, the total value of plot will be area of the plot times rate per square meter. Okay. The cost of per square meter times area of plot. So by multiplying the total area by the cost of per square meter, we will get the value of the total rectangular plot. See, the area was 2302.75 and the cost per square meter was 1000. So multiplying the area by cost, we will get the total cost of the rectangular plot. Okay. So the total value of the plot is 23,200, 2,30,200, Okay. See the next question. A rectangular hall. Again, the rectangular figure is there. Okay. A rectangular hall is 12-meter long and 6-meter broad. That means the length is given and breadth is given of a rectangular hall. Its flooring is to be made. See, in the very first lecture, of perimeter and square, we have seen the example of flooring. So when we have to do flooring, we have to find out the area of the particular floor. Hmm? So its flooring is to be made of square tiles, and the tiles which they are going to use for the flooring is of square shape. Hmm? So its flooring is to be made of square tiles of side 30 centimeter, and the side of each tile of the square will be 30 centimeter. And we have to find out how many tiles will fit in the entire hall. Okay, we have to find out how many tiles we will require to do the flooring of the hall. So first we have to find out the area of the hall in which we have to do the flooring. First we have to find out the area of the rectangular hall in which we have to do the flooring. So first we have to find out the area of the rectangle in which we have to do the flooring, and which tiles we are going to use. The area of that tiles also we are supposed to find out. Okay. So the question is, how many tiles will fit in the entire hall? How many would be required if the tiles of the side 15 centimeter were used? So there are two different questions are there. In the first question, we have to find out how many tiles will fit in the entire hall. In the entire hall of the rectangular hall, how many tiles will fit? If the side is 30 centimeter and if the side is 15 centimeter, how many tiles we will require? That means measurement of two tiles is given in the question. Okay. So first let us find out the area of the rectangular hall. So first we will find out the area of the rectangular hall, where length is also given and breadth is also given. So area of the rectangular plot equals length times breadth. Okay. So the length is given 12 and breadth is given 6. So the area of the rectangular plot will be 12 multiplied by 6, which is 72. 72 square meter. Now we will find out the area of the square shaped tile which are required to be fitted in that rectangular hall. Okay, side of a square shaped tile. So the side is given in the question and the side is 30 centimeter. See children, if you will see in the question, the, the unit which is used for rectangle is meter. The unit for the rectangular plot in which we have to put the tiles, it is given in meter, and for the tiles the unit mentioned is centimeter. So first we have to make the both the unit same. We have to make the unit same. So we will make the units of the side as the units mentioned for rectangular plot. Okay. So it is 30 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter. It is 100 times. Okay. 1 upon 100 meter of 1 centimeter. So the 30, we will convert 30 centimeter into meter. We will convert 30 centimeter into meter. So it will become 30 upon 100 meters. So the side of the square shaped tile will be 3 upon 10 meter. So the size, that means one side, each side of the square tile will be 3 upon 10 meter. So we have find out the area of the triangle, this rectangle also, and just now we have seen what is the area of the square shaped tile. Now we can find out the number of tiles that are required to be fit in the area of rectangle. Just now we got the side of the square tile. Now we will find out from by using this side, we can find out the area of the square tile. Okay. So let us find what is the area of the tile. As, as the shape of the tile is square, as the shape of the tile is square, so while reading the question only we have to make out the what is the figure mentioned in the question, whether it is a rectangle or whether it is a square. See, the hall was rectangle, so we have used the formula of area of rectangle, but the formula for this but the formula for square tile will be the area of square. Okay. So the area of the tile is side square. Why we have used side square? Because the tile is in square shape. So the formula will be side square. And just now children, we have seen the side of the square. It was 3 upon 10. Okay. So the square of 3 upon 10 is 9 upon 100 square meter. After converting the centimeter side into meter, we got 3 upon 10 meters. Okay, that was one side. And we have to find out the area of the square tile. So the area of the square tile is 9 upon 100 square meter. So how many tiles will be required? So number of tiles required equals area of the hall divided by area of each tile. And the hall's area also we got. The area of the hall was 72. Just now we have seen 12 multiplied by 6. Okay, so it was 72. So 72 divided by area of each tile. The area of each tile is 9 upon 100. So as it is in fraction, we will do cross multiplication, that is multiplicative inverse of 9 upon 100. It will be 72 divided by multiplicative inverse of 9 upon 100, which is 100 upon 9. So here also children, first you can do the multiplication and then you can opt for division, or the steps we have done in the earlier sums, that also we can follow. First we will see whether 72 goes in the table of 9. If it is going, then we will do the cross multiplication, or simply we can do the multiplication and later on we can carry out the division. Okay, 9 ones are and 9 eights are 72. Now which are the numbers remaining? It is 8 times 100. So the number of tiles required are 800. But of which size? The size, that means the length of each side was 30 centimeter. The length of each side was 30 centimeter. One more question is remaining, children. The last one. How many would be the required if tiles of side 15 centimeter were used? Now we have seen if the side of the square tile is 30 centimeter, then we will need 800 tiles. But now the rectangular hall is same, but the side of the square tiles is reduced. It has become half of 30. Earlier it was 30 and now it has become half of 30, that is 15 centimeter. Okay, now we will see how many tiles we will require to put in the rectangular hall for the flooring purpose. Okay, so let us see how many tiles we need if the side of the square is, if the side of the square tile is 15 centimeter. See, we can again find out the area of the side as we have find out the area of the square tile. That steps also we can do, but one more thing is there that we have to note down is if the side of the square is reduced to half, if the side of the square reduced to half, in the question it is given the original square, the original side was 30 centimeter, and if we go to buy 15 centimeter square tile, then how much tiles we will require? So in such a case, if the side of a square is reduced to half, then its area becomes 1 upon 4 times the original. Okay, that is the number of tiles required will become 4 times the original tiles. So number of tiles required equals 4 times the number of tiles of side 30 centimeter. So earlier it was 800. 800 tiles were required when we were about to, we have taken the side as 30 centimeter. But now as the side is 15 centimeter, we will require more tiles. So it will become 4 times of it. So 4 times of 800 is 3200. So therefore, we require 3200 square shaped tiles of 15 centimeter side. I hope everybody is understanding how we are solving the sums step by step. Now children, we will see how the side of the square is reduced to half and how it becomes, how its area becomes 1/4 times the original. This we will see, okay, by taking one example. See, let us take an example to see how the area becomes 1/4 of the original square. If the side of the square is reduced to half, then how its area becomes 1/4 times the original. Let's see the example. See, it's a square whose side is 4 centimeter. It is a square whose side is 4 centimeter. So can anyone tell me what will be the area of this square if the side is 4 centimeter? Anyone can unmute and tell me.
Hello, miss.
16 square centimeters.
Square
16 square centimeters.
side square.
Yes, yes, very correct. It will be
16 square
16
centimeters.
square centimeter. Yes, the area of this square, where one side is 4 centimeter, the area of this respective square will be 16 square centimeter. Okay. Now let us reduce the side of the square into half. So see, the half of 4 is 2. If we consider the side of the square as 2 centimeter, so what will be the area? Area of the pink color one, the other square.
Hello, miss.
Yes, beta.
The area of a pink color square is
4 square.
8
Yes,
centimeter.
4 square centimeter.
Centimeter.
Yes, yes. The first area of the square was 16 square centimeter, and as we have reduced the area to 2 centimeter, that means exactly half of the 4 centimeter. Then the area is 4 square centimeter. See, it has 4 square centimeter. If you observe the clear difference of the areas, you can see the
Yes.
change. Okay, the blue color area is 16 and the pink one is 4. Okay, see, 16 is 4 times of 4 and 4 is 1/4 times of 16. 16 is 4 times of 4 and 4 is 1/4 times of 16. That means if we reduce the side of the square into half, the area will become 1/4 times the
4 times of
original.
16.
Okay, I hope you are getting.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let us see one more example where we have to find out the area. See, the question is on the screen. Find the perimeter, find the perimeter and area of a garden with measures as shown in the figure alongside. See, in this example, both the things we have to find out, area also and perimeter also. Okay, see, you can see the area of a garden where each side is given over there as 13 meter. You can see it has marked. That means all the sides are equal to each other. Each side of the figure is congruent to each other. So the first question is we have to find out the perimeter. As we all know, perimeter means sum of the length of the side. Just observe the screen carefully and tell me, children, how many sides are there in this particular figure? How many sides are
Miss,
there? Hmm?
miss, repeat the
1,
question.
2, 3, 4.
No, miss, repeat the question.
8.
Okay,
8.
I'm repeating the question. How many sides are there in this particular figure?
1, 2, 3, 4,
9.
5, 6.
Count properly. You have to
9.
count. Count properly. Mute yourself, count, and then give the answer
1.
by unmuting. Count the sides. How many sides are there in this particular figure? Can you see the figure? Can anyone
Hello,
tell me?
miss.
Haan, beta?
12 sides.
8
Yes,
sides.
8.
Sorry.
12.
8 sides, I think.
8 or 12. You just have to count how many number of sides are there. Okay, let us see. We will see how many sides are there. See, why we are counting the number of sides? Because in this question, perimeter is asked. And in perimeter, we have to add all the sides. We have to add all the sides. See, children, in the last session, we have seen perimeter equals to sum of all the sides. So the boundary of the garden is made up of 12 sides. There are 12 sides. Okay, in each portion you can see 3 sides, and there are such 4 portions. So 3 fours are 12. So there are 12 sides, and the measure of each side is 13 meter. So perimeter, what is the formula of perimeter? Sum of the length of all the sides. See, as the numbers are same, as the length of each side is same, so instead of going adding all the numbers, we can do simple multiplication and easily we will get the answer. So 12 times 13. Each side is 13. And how many times are the sides? The sides are 12 times. So we can multiply 12 by 13 and we will get the answer. Same if you will do by adding 13 12 times, you will get the same answer. So the answer is 156 centimeter. Why we have used the unit centimeter? Because we were asked to find out the perimeter. Only in area we are writing the unit square. Okay. So the perimeter of the garden is 156 meter. Now let us find out the area. See children, we have seen areas of three concepts: area of triangle, area of rectangle, and area of square. Can you name this figure? Which shape it is? Can you name this figure of which shape it is? Or you can make any other shape of this figure. You can make rectangle or square by adding some lines. So we will see it, how we can make it square. Okay. See children, this is the figure. Each side is 13. It is given in the question. Each side is 13. That means if we add, and we have to find out the area of this figure. If we add this line, we will get squares. So now, how many squares are there? How many squares are there? Count the squares. How many squares are there in this figure? Yes, you can answer.
What? Repeat the question, please.
The
Miss,
question is, ha beta,
there are
Miss,
5 square.
uh, beta, let me repeat the question. How many squares are there in this figure? We have
Miss,
drawn lines and we
hello.
have to see how many squares are there.
5 square.
5 squares or 4 squares? I heard somebody told 4 squares are there. 4 squares or 5 squares?
5.
Yes, 5 squares are there. So now we can easily find out the area because now we have got the shape. So there are 5 squares in this figure. Okay. Now we have to find out the area. Just now we have find out the perimeter. And the perimeter, now just we have seen that the figure is square. And we have also seen the formula of square. The formula of area of square. So the area of garden, the area of garden is 5 times area of each square part. First we will find out the area of each square part. And the side of each side of the square was 13. So 5 times side square. As the number of squares were 5 and the area of the square is side square. And the side of each part of the square is 13. So it will be 13 square. So the area of each square is 13 square. And how many squares are there? 5 squares. So we will multiply the square area of the square of one square. Area of square of one particular box whose side is 13 meter by the number of squares. Okay. So 5 times 169 and the answer is 845 square meter. And we have written the unit square as it is the area of that garden. So the area of the garden is 845 square centimeter. I hope everybody has understood what we have learned today. We have learned many more new concepts. So let us revise, let us see what we have learned, okay, through this quiz, so that I will see how much you have understood today's topic.
Yes.
So it's the time of quiz. So the first question of the quiz is on the screen. I'm reading the question, children. You concentrate the screen and listen the question, because you have to give the correct answers. So the first question is, how do you find out the area of the triangle?
Half into base into height.
Yes. How do
Base
you find
into
out?
height divided by 2.
Yes, the
Option
correct
number
answer.
2.
Yes, very correct. Very correct. The option is very correct. Half into base into height also, or base multiply height divided by 2. Let's see the second question. Find the area of the triangle whose base is 13 and height is 12. See the options. The base is 13 and height is 12. So you have to find out the area of this triangle.
Option number 1,
Option
78
number,
square meter.
option number 1, 78 square meter. Very correct. The answer is very correct. Excellent, beta. See the third question. See, the third question is on the screen, where the base is 2 feet and the height is 5 feet. And the options are
Op-
area 4 square feet, 5
op-
square feet, and third option 6 square feet, and fourth option is 8 square feet. So what is the
option,
answer?
option number 2, 5 square feet.
Option number 2, 5 square feet. Very good. You gave all the answers very promptly. Excellent. Let's see the last question. See, find the area of the triangle with the height of, the height is given 4 and the base is 6 millimeter. The height is 4 millimeter and the base is 6 millimeter. So what will be the area?
Option number C, area 12
12
square.
square
12 square
millimeter.
meter. Yes, very correct. I hope everybody has understood today's session, where we have
Yes.
learned area of
Yes, miss.
different triangles. Okay.
Miss
Thank
homework
you. You have to solve this practice set in your notebook.
Okay,
46.
miss.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, miss.
I hope you have understood all the things, whatever we have learned. Let's see you on Monday with a new topic. Okay. Stay home, stay safe. Have a good time, children.